Hello everybody, my name is Life, and welcome to my brand new series called Survival 101. My goal for this series is to hopefully be able to drop tips and advice on the knowledge that I have about Minecraft, how to do things, certain game mechanics, building farms, maybe a little bit of building, but I don't think I've considered myself quite a builder just yet. And so we're gonna take a little trip back in time real quick, and I'll show you how I wound up here on this starter island. The first thing that you want to do when you start a new Minecraft world is, of course, punch a tree. This is the way. So you want to get yourself... I always take down a tree or two with my fist, because I'm just so strong. Make yourself some planks. Make the very first of many crafting tables. Make a few more planks. And then we'll make ourselves an axe, a wooden pickaxe. We'll make some more sticks. We'll go ahead and make a shovel, and then we'll make a sword as well. Now why don't we make a boat while we're here? And then we'll cut down a couple more trees. So after you've gotten these items, your number one priority should be to find some food. Whether that be chickens, cows, sheep, pigs, fish. You need to find yourself some food, because if you look down there at the bottom right towards my hotbar, the little turkey drumsticks, that's your hunger bar. And as that goes down, one, when it's not completely full, you don't regenerate health if you take damage. And two, if it gets down to 3 or 4 drumsticks, you can no longer sprint or run, which can be a problem, especially if you're being chased by mobs. And eventually, if it runs all the way out, you'll start taking damage. So, number one priority is to find food. And I always like to try to find my food in the beginning from a sheep, because sheep give you wool, and wool can be used to make a bed. And a bed will allow you to sleep through your first night in Minecraft, so you don't have to try to survive all those nasty mobs and, you know, worry about dying and losing your stuff. And look, we've got a couple of sheep right here, and we're gonna go ahead and, you know, thank them for their patronage, and hopefully we get enough wool to make a bed, which we didn't. You need 3 wool to make a bed, and I believe 3 planks. So we're gonna have to... Oh, we need to make a furnace so that we can cook the little bit of meat that we did get. And you need 8 cobblestone to make a furnace. So let's get some of this here. Man, I'm seeing quite a bit of surface iron around here. That's gonna help us out a ton. And we'll talk about getting iron and other ores, like coal, for example, here in just a minute. Well, we can go ahead and talk about it now. So a furnace can be used to cook food, or it can be used to cook or smelt ores like iron here. And iron is, I believe it's more common the higher up in the world you go, with I think Y level, I believe it's 232 being the most common, or not the most common, the best level to find it or mine it at. And as you can see, there is some surface iron there. There's some surface iron over there. I don't have my FOV changer on, my zoom in on, so, but you can see it. It's right there on the tip of my cursor. And but one of the best ways to get it is to either go caving or to go find stony peaks that are super high up in the world and go find surface level iron. And to power a furnace, you need fuel. There are all kinds of fuel sources in this game. You can use just plain wood, which that's not very effective. I would only use that as a last resort, but coal is typically pretty easy to find early game, and this would be your go-to source in the early game for fuel to power your furnaces. And it's pretty plentiful. It's easy to get. You can use a wooden or a stone pickaxe. And as you can see, there's just over here on this mountain, there's tons of it, just right on the surface. Which is why in the beginning of your world, I would recommend to use coal to power your furnaces, at least until you're able to find some lava and dripstone, and you can make a renewable lava farm, or if you want to use scaffolding or kelp blocks. There's all kinds of different fuel sources that you can use depending on what your goals are and what farms you have, or what resources you can get. But typically later game, I would save your coal for making torches so that you can light areas up to prevent mobs from spawning, because mobs can't spawn in a light level above 0. We can talk about how to survive your first night in Minecraft, which there are a few ways. First way being make a bed and sleep through it. Second way being, oh my goodness, they are a lot over here. The second way being, just go mining. Dig a hole, go down in it, and don't come back out of it for the next 10 minutes, because that's how long a Minecraft night is, with a full day cycle being 20 minutes. So that's 10 minutes for daytime, 10 minutes for nighttime. So you can just go mining. Go down in a hole and collect resources until all the baddies go away. The other option is to just build yourself a dirt hut if you don't have the resources to go mining, down in a hole. Just build yourself a little hovel, a little hut, and hide in it until it's daytime again. Hey, look, emeralds. Oh, I can't get that. Oh my. And so that's one option. The other option is to just keep moving until just keep running around, don't stop, because that doesn't allow the mobs to spawn and come near you, as if I was just to stand here. Like those guys can eventually wander here, or guys behind me can wander over here. If I keep moving, the spawning sphere around your player is constantly moving. And so I believe on a 4 simulation chunk distance, mobs can't spawn within 44 blocks of you. I'll double check that. I'm playing on a 12 chunk simulation distance, which I believe that jumps up to 128 blocks of where mobs can't spawn near you. So they have to be further than 128 blocks away to spawn, and then they can kind of wander around freely and you know, and then they can come find you, right? So the best way to avoid that, in my opinion, is just keep moving, because it's not going to give them time to spawn in front of you as you're constantly running ahead, and then, you know, and then, so yeah, they won't have time to spawn. Another thing I suggest doing is making, you see there I made a campfire, and we're gonna make some torches now. Oh, that was way too many. Whoopsies. Because we want to keep mobs away. You can see the lights, and anywhere the light from these torches or this campfire touches, mobs can't spawn because the light level is above 0. Oh, look, frogs. Oh, we've got a marsh. Nice. So we're gonna oh, a witch. Those guys are not any fun. Definitely not somebody I want to tackle right now without any armor and limited supplies. So we're going to come back down this way. Oh, I put all... Oh, that's a rookie mistake. I actually crafted all my coal into torches. That's okay. We need to light this area up. So we're just gonna continue to spam torches a little bit. Give us a good little perimeter. And we're gonna set our spawn so that if we do die, we'll come back here. We'll respawn right here on this bed now. And we're gonna get this stuff to cooking, smelting, so we can get some iron, which is fantastic. That'll be a huge help. We need to cook some more food, which we'll use this campfire for, which I do like campfires because they don't actually require any more fuel to cook items after you make them like a furnace does, unless you pick it up. The only way you can pick this up without having to remake it is by using any kind of silk touch pick, or tool, I mean, sorry. And it can also cook 4 things at once, which is really nice. Versus in a furnace, you know, you can only cook 1 thing at once. So, I'm going to get a little base camp set up here, and get that going, and then I'll come back to you. I got to go collect some wood. All right, hey everybody, I'm back, and we've got a little bit of a base camp, a tent started. Got a few furnaces, a chest to put some of our more valuable stuff in that we want to save onto until we move to our proposed, or our intended area that I have picked out, which I'll disclose in the next episode, because we'll probably head that way. But for now, we're just gonna go make sure that we have plenty of food for that journey over to where we want to go, because I have a spot picked out that's a couple thousand blocks away, near an ocean, that I've scoped out and that I really like. I think there's a big hole over here. And we've got wood to go caving. We've got plenty of food. I think we've got several pickaxes. We've got a crafting table, some wood, and so we're just gonna scout this out, and I think we're gonna dig our way down so that we have a nice staircase coming back up. No! It's okay, let's go see if we can salvage that. Alright, let's make us some armor. So that we can be protected. And now, I think we can set off to go to our new coordinates, which is at negative 4,985 about, and negative 180. Oh my goodness. bed down, set our spawn. And we're going to put all of our valuables in here that we don't want to lose. Golden apple, coal, trident, the hoe, bones. Let's make another axe. We'll put that in there. And then our first order of business, I think, will be to spawn proof this area and chop the trees. Alright, so we did get all the trees chopped and a little bit more. We did a little bit of mining because we needed to get a little bit more iron so that we could chop the trees a little bit more efficiently with an iron pickaxe. But we got all the trees removed, and I'm going to talk about this behind me in the next episode. So we won't get into that now, but that's a teaser for you. Yeah, so we started on our starter house. We've got a little corral here that'll be for a horse in the future. And the rest of it's kind of pretty bare bones right now. We've just kind of started it. We're going to fill this out though, do a nice interior. We'll have a nice deck off the back here because we're going to make this into a nice pond for us. And then we'll have it upstairs as well. Probably have an enchanting room up here. Maybe a crafting room of sorts. But I'll finish all of this off camera, and we'll have it ready for the next episode where I'll give you guys a tour. But until then, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. So I want to say thanks for stopping by and watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, maybe subscribe so you can see future content. And thank you, and have a good day.